Here's a quick demo of a new app I'm working on. The category I call it is Conversational Imagery Generation. I generated a short story with ChatGPT and I'll read it to you here. The Psychedelic Safari. Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a radiant green jungle, an adventurous little squirrel named Squeaky embarked on a quest. It wasn't an ordinary quest, for Squeaky was seeking the legendary skyberry, a psychedelic fruit known to whisk anyone into an extraordinary visual journey. The jungle was dense with foliage, a living kaleidoscope of colors. Brilliant parrots fluttered above, their plumage a splash of rainbow against the jade backdrop of canopy. Sunlight trickled through the verdant leaves, painting an abstract mural of shadows and light on the damp forest floor. Squeaky scurried along, her tail bouncing with each step, when she saw it, the skyberry. Nestled high above the twisted tree, it glowed with a soft iridescence, like a pearl bathing in the moon's light. The small squirrel began her climb, nimble paws propelling her upwards, and she reached the fruit. Eagerly, she took a bite and waited. Suddenly, the forest around her morphed into an awe-inspiring spectacle. The formerly lush greens of the jungle transformed into wavy swirls of electric blue and vibrant magenta. The tree trunks were dancing threads of neon, weaving into a psychedelic tapestry. The parrots now wore cloaks of twinkling stars, mirroring the night sky. As she looked down, the ground below her shifted into an ocean of clouds. The puffy formations rolled and undulated like a choppy sea, illuminated by a pastel sunrise. Islands of fluffy clouds sprouted fanciful creatures, dragons, unicorns, and creatures Squeaky could only imagine in dreams. Then, as if magnetized, Squeaky was gently lifted off of the branch and pulled towards the cloudy sea. But instead of falling, she started floating, drifting on the breeze, as if she herself were the cloud. Her path steered her toward a whimsical cloud city, complete with towering cloud skyscrapers and floating cloud gondolas, each form shifting and reforming an ever-evolving urban dance. As the surreal trip of the skyberry started to fade, Squeaky found herself among the stars, cradled in the ethereal arms of the Milky Way. Nebulas swirled around her like cosmic jellyfish, while clusters of stars took their shapes of dazzling constellations. The entire galaxy was a celestial canvas, splashed with stardust, comets zipping by like luminous brushstrokes. With a soft thud, Squeaky was back in the jungle, the ordinary greenery returning to her sight, but she was forever changed, bearing the memories of her psychedelic safari. The little squirrel scampered off, a new twinkle in her eye, carrying the precious remains of the skyberry. And so, her extraordinary adventure ended, but not without leaving behind a magical tale of visual imprints that would last a lifetime. Every time she'd look up at the ordinary clouds in the night sky, she'd remember her voyage through the jungles, the clouds, and the Milky Way, brought to life by the legendary skyberry.